get ready for a quick quest guide for the Making History quest, in which the main rewards for completing are 1000 crafting experience, 1000 prayer experience, an enchanted key, access to the museum in the outpost, the ability to do Master Clue hot and cold treasure trails, and 3 quest points. You'll need to have completed the Priest in Peril and Restless Ghost quests before taking on this one. However, there are no skill level requirements. When it comes to items, you'll want a spade, a sapphire amulet, and your Ghost Speak amulet. Also, as there's a little bit of running around involved during this quest, I'd also recommend bringing along 1 stamina potion. When it comes to teleports, you'll want a charged Necklace of Passage, a charged Ring of Dueling, 2 teleports to Ardoon, and a method of getting to Relica, such as an enchanted lyre if you finish the Fremennik Trials quest, a teleport to your house if you have 30 construction and your house is located in Relica, or a Relica teleport tablet made by using a scroll of redirection from the Nightmare Zone on a house teleport. Another option is just to use a Camelot teleport and run a longer ways north from there. On top of this, you'll need a way to enter Port Phasmatis. If you've completed the Go Sahoy quest, then you can use your Ectofile to teleport close by and head on inside. However, if you don't have this unlocked, then I'd instead recommend bringing along a pest control teleport scroll and 5,000 or so coins to more than cover any travel costs, as you'll be taking a charter ship there instead. Now you can begin this quest at the outpost located south of the Tree Gnome stronghold, and you can use a Necklace of Passage to teleport straight to the outpost, literally a few steps away from the quest start. To start the quest, talk to Jorrel, and after spacebarring through a decent chunk of dialogue, say, "Tell me more," which will then see you witness a little cutscene showing off the outpost that Jorrel wants to turn into a museum. Following the cutscene, continue the chat and select yes to officially begin the quest. Keep chatting until 3 options appear, and then use your Ardoon teleport to head to the Ardoon market, before finding the silver merchant at the northwestern area of the market and talking to him. Begin by saying, "Ask about the outpost," and continue through the chat, whereby you'll be handed an enchanted key. Now use your Ring of Dueling to teleport to Castle Wars and then run out of the castle and go north. When you pass the most northern bridge, you'll notice 2 trees directly in front of you. Simply stand on the tile to the east of the most eastern of these 2 trees and dig to obtain a chest. Now use your enchanted key on the chest to obtain a journal. Now it's time to head to Port Phasmatis, either by using your Ectofile and running southeast into the city, or alternatively you can use any charter ship. I'll be using a pest control teleport to arrive at pest control before running a tad north and selecting travel on the Squire to return to Port Sarim, and then going a little south and taking a charter ship from the most southern dock to Port Phasmatis. After arriving in Port Phasmatis, equip your Ghost Speak amulet and run to the area just southwest of the general store in the southwestern corner of the port city. Here you'll want to speak to the ghost Droalak and go through the chat with him. Once the chat's finished, run a little northeast into the building directly east of the general store and talk to Melina before continuing through the chat, whereby you'll hand her the sapphire amulet and she'll disappear. Following this, return back southwest and talk to Droalak once again. And after you finish talking to him, he'll hand you a scroll. Now it's time to head to Relica, either by using an enchanted lyre or a house or Relica teleport tablet and running north, or by using a Camelot teleport and running a longer ways north from there. East of the Long Hall in Relica, you'll find a man named Blainen. Talk to Blainen and go through the chat with him. Afterwards, run a little northwest, and in the northern part of Relica by the water, you'll find a man named Dron. Talk to Dron and get ready for a very long chat. Begin by saying, "I'm after important answers," before then following this up with, "Why, you're the famous warrior Dron." You'll now have to answer heaps of questions about Dron. Start by saying an iron mace, then select breakfast, followed by lunch, and after this say bunnies. Afterwards say red, then say 36, followed by 8, and then select 5th and 4th, before adding northeast side of town. Next, say that his brother's name is Blainen, that his pet is named Fluffy, and finally finish the chat with 12. But what does that have to do with anything? And after this, you can just spacebar through the rest of the chat with him until it finishes. Now use your Necklace of Passage to teleport to the outpost before running east into the outpost and chatting to Jorul, and after a rather long chat with him, he will then hand over to you a letter. Letter in hand, teleport to Ardougne and run west to the Ardougne castle. Upon reaching the castle, you'll want to head inside and climb up one flight of stairs before then going into the room to your east and chatting to King Lathis. Say, talk about the outpost, and then go through the chat. And once the chat's finished, you can use your Necklace of Passage to once again teleport back to the outpost. Head east into the outpost and chat to Jorul. And after some dialogue, bam, quest complete. You'll be awarded 1000 crafting experience, 1000 prayer experience, an enchanted key, access to the museum in the outpost, the ability to do master clue hot or cold treasure trails, and 3 quest points. Thanks so much for watching, catch you in the next quest!